Hello everyone and welcome to the Gold Coast Innovation Hub video series Meet Our Members. So today we're talking with Steve from Lanyana, and we'd love to find out a little bit more about the business and where the business is at and why they chose to locate themselves at the Gold Coast Innovation Hub. So welcome, Steve.
Thanks, Ksenia.
So please tell us a little bit more about Lanyana Financial and I guess how you fit in and your division fits in.
So Steve Shakes is my name. I work with Lanyana Financial Group. We've been associated as a new member with the GC Hub for approximately 2 months now. And where I fit into the business and the organisation, we have a number of subsidiaries within the Financial Lanyana umbrella. And our base of our business is in the insolvency industry. The team that I run is under one of those subsidiaries called RJH Accountants. And I head up the team of negotiations under RJH Accountants. And we have decided to form that new division on the Gold Coast, thankfully, because it's where I reside. And by choice, we've decided to have that head office here at GC Hub.
And Steve, so how long Lanyana has been operating for?
So Lanyana Financial Group has been around for about 6 years now. Initially, it formed under Debt Rescue and has grown since then significantly. Most notably in the last 12 months, in the area that I fit into, resulted in changes that were driven by the federal government, changes of legislation that came into effect on the 27th of June this year. So that was around the debt administration space or debt management plan space. And as a result of those changes, our executive directorship foresaw what impact that would have on the consumer world, and decided that forming the division under RJH Accountants as a negotiating team that would contribute to the significant growth of the business.
Brilliant. And how is it new and innovative for the industry?
The bottom line is the debt administration under formal partner debt agreements the term was reduced from 5 years to 3 years. So most of the financial world does not want to see persons that are under hardship flow through to bankruptcy. So what it did was it dictate, for a better term, the time frame that they could rehabilitate and manage their debt plan from 5 years down to 3. So by reducing the term, it actually made it a bit more difficult for a broad range of the consumer. So in doing that, not as many customers would be, or clients of ours would be able to meet the 3-year term. Therefore, what we do is look at an informal debt management plan or informal arrangement plan. So it's a longer term, greater than 3 years. And rather than going down the pathway of bankruptcy, there's an opportunity to rehabilitate and help these customers and these clients. So I work with the creditors within the financial industry, all the major financial institutions and banks, and also the debt collecting agencies to help get a resolution for these customers.
So your department is quite innovative, and you've said before that it's the first in Australia, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
In the industry. Yeah. So it's growing since you've joined the Gold Coast Innovation Hub. We know that you went from one person to...
Yeah, so there's 3 of us now, about to be 4. Growth is a great thing. It's a healthy thing, but at the same time, you need to manage it in incremental steps so it is done correctly. The key to that is employing right and trying to ensure there's no attrition or a downturn with employees that don't perhaps fit the model. So I'm quite anal when it comes down to selecting the right employee to join the group. And I've been fortunate enough to bring on some extremely experienced people. And that has also been aided by, it helps with the location of the GC Hub and the environment and the structure that you have here, which has been fantastic for our business model.
And what would be the top benefits that you got from being in the Gold Coast Innovation Hub?
Well, we didn't actually choose this by advertising. It was done by choice. We were looking at other offices in Varsity Lakes and that didn't quite fit what we were after. So we actually found GC Hub by the advertising sign driving by. We saw the sign, decided to stop. Came in, had a look around, and immediately it was a very professional, happy corporate environment to work within. We saw that straight away. Sam, who took us through the building and showed us the benefits that would fit our organisation and model, it was a no-brainer to sign, and I think within the hour we made our decision. Following that hour, everything was signed and dusted within, I think it was about a week, and we've been happy ever since, and proud to say that it's probably one of the best decisions we made to join GC Hub.
We definitely are so happy to have you.
Thank you.
And Steve, for yourself, we all have tough times, tough moments. As you said, growth is challenging.
Mm-hmm.
What's your personal why that keeps you going?
Hunger.
Yeah.
Growth. Vision. Whilst it's nice to be in the position that we are now, my vision and foresight is between the 1 to 3 year time span and then 3 to 5. So the way that I'm seeing this at the moment is we're just setting up the structure. We probably haven't even hit basement. We're still in the foundations of the pillars and cementing those. So that excites me and that drives me. Working with great people. We have a fantastic team at our head office in Noosa. Our executive and senior management team are great people to work with. The entire staffing is fantastic. So having that calibre of employee and management team certainly makes happy working environment and fosters good working relationships. So, yeah, it's fun. It's exciting.
And why was the Gold Coast chosen for location?
Well, I was privileged to be approached for this role based on my current structure and setup in life. It needed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, the business was looking at Melbourne or Sydney to set this up, and fortunate for me and my family that when we saw the opportunities here on the Gold Coast and how that could assist the company, they made a decision to accommodate myself, which was great, and I thank them for that. So now we found GC Hub, and it's even better.
It's great.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, how can our listeners can find you?
On our website, on our Lanyana Financial website, through Facebook and other relevant social media outlets.
And thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're really looking forward to having you at the Gold Coast Innovation Hub for our events or our open days, and we're looking forward to have you here.